We'll just talk about that in the beginning of the game, how you're joining us, maybe. You took a 15 in that? Did you use the? There's some actual rules in the book on how to do your stats. Oh, skills. You get so many, and then you can pick, or you can randomly roll. It doesn't matter. However you want to do that is fine. I was. He said he rolled them randomly except the one. But the way I think it said is you can do it, and then you can pick wherever they will go. But the 15 doesn't have to go in your prime requisite. Oh yeah, fuck! I did. You are right. I did fuck that up. Yeah. We will.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a fighter. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day in the game, oh, a beautiful day for my gamers. Won't you be one? Could you be one? Shout about thunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding red robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the hogs kill you. So let's make the most of another Sunday. Brew up some coffee and play it my way. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my gamers? Won't you please, please, won't you be my gamers?
Hey everybody, welcome to Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood. I am your game master tonight, and we are playing actually we're playing Tales of Argosa. I still don't have a book, so I'm using the first edition, Low Fantasy Gaming. We're playing in the Midlands, and I think everyone should have their books within the next month or so, but it's still a play test for us. This is Season 2, Episode 3. We have some new things to go over quick before we get too crazy. Like I always say, you can't have a game without players. So let's get over to the players and see how they're doing and who they're playing. All right, fellers. It looks like, Jose, you get to be the top left of the Hollywood squares. So why don't you introduce yourself and who you're playing tonight?
Will do. Thank you. I am Jose. You guys probably know me from last session. And I will be playing Iris Sobril, who is a bard, level 2.
Nice. Robert.
Hi everybody, I'm Robert. I'm playing Fenton Meyer, a rogue, Argosan rogue. He was a prisoner in the past.
Interesting. And Stu has familial obligations. I think he had to wash the cat's butt on Wednesdays, so he's stepping out for a while. And we have a new player joining us, Gabriel Perez Guichardi from Uruguay, Spain. How you doing, Gabe?
Hi everyone, Gabriel here. Glad to be back playing Gamerhood. I'm playing Gregor. He's an Argosian fighter. Local area where these crates are coming into me. Yeah.
And Gabe actually said that he was going to watch the last episode, so he knows all about everything that's going on. So
More or less.
it's not a whole lot. Normally we stick it to Robert for him to tell us what happened last session. So, Robert?
Oh, you are going to make me do it again?
I'm always going to make you do it, man. This is what you get for touching the squid statue in Season 1.
That was the highlight of that season. Stu will say that. Stu had the highlight of the last session, where he's like making all these insults to the what's her name?
The mother or whatever?
Yeah. Mother Urshay.
Yeah, Mother Urshay.
He's like, I'm bringing my dogs into the temple. I'm like, you bring your dogs in the temple? He's like, yeah, my dogs go with me everywhere I go. Stu, you're just doing exactly what I did. You didn't agree.
Well, it wasn't a TPK when he brought the dogs in. We'll just say that.
Yeah, it's because you're playing nice. Last week.
Oh.
The week before that.
Maybe.
A couple of weeks ago. Okay, so let's see what I have. We were hanging out in that town. I don't know if I got the town name at all.
Pandavan.
Pandavan. Okay. So we basically were finding out information. So some of us were talking to the mercenary newcomers, and others were talking with Mother Urshay, and this is where then Stu broke off and spoke with her. I don't remember if all of us went that way.
No.
And we learned about little bits and pieces of things here and there around in the area. So the newcomers told us about Did you say there were Elvish ruins? That's what I had written down.
Yes.
To the north. Okay, I was making sure that was right. And that one of their companions had disappeared. There's writing that they found on these Elvish ruins, and the companion could read it, and they were willing to share his notes of what he had read on those ruins if we wanted to go back in that direction. But we also learned some other things, right? We also learned that Iris went and talked with the farmers about Drogus. Drogus is the son of Mother Earthshay. And what did those farmers say? They have a missing son, and they're concerned about what Mother Earthshay's role is involved in that. And Iris convinced them that we will help them.
But why don't we just slip over to Iris's player, Jose, and Jose, maybe you remember what went down with the farmers.
I don't know if I remember specifically with the farmers, but I do. Oh, I do remember something specifically that happened when we were talking to Shay. She was conversing with another individual, and as they started to walk away, he turned around, kind of gave me an interesting wave, and then faded away. She was as taken aback as we were. I think for the farmers, are those the ones that had the strange look about them?
Yeah, and then you went back and talked to them again. The reason it was strange is because when you were interviewing them, Mother Earthshay was with you, and she seemed hesitant to talk about things. But then you went back and talked to them without Mother Earthshay, and then you learned that when their son went missing, he was with Drogus, who is Mother Earthshay's son.
Right. I think we went to talk with them.
Well, Drogus is the one who is taking you to the ruins.
But
yes.
But different ones than the ones to the north, right?
Correct. These are ruins where he had gone, and Mother Earthshay was concerned about them, and also was hoping to possibly make money off of them for Pandavan, the town. Because sometimes that is a possibility.
Right, and I think, Iris, you also basically promised to them that you'll find out what happened to their son.
Possible.
How nice. How nice. All right, so
Drogus is weird looking, isn't he?
I showed a picture of him to you all, so he should be up on your screen right now.
Mm-hmm. He's a little fishy.
Yeah, there he is.
He might be slightly Innsmouth looking.
That doesn't make us suspicious in any way.
No, of course not. Never would I do anything like that. That would be foolhardy.
Butters.
So, what's the plan? So you guys are supposed to leave in punts. Only 2 people can fit in a punt. Last session, when Peter left us, his character faded away. Some kind of weird thing we're not quite sure of, which is what you were referring to, Jose, when someone just faded into nothingness. But as far as Stu's character, I think he just went to go do something and may or may not be back. So that, though that is part of the reason that your characters were here, is because he his character was kind of hired, led you to meet Mother Earthshay, because you were hired by basically a broker, which is like a priestess of Argona, in the larger city of Larbora. So why don't we slip over to the group discussion place, and we can figure out what's up with Gabriel's character. and how he fits into the group. Do we want to just say he's always been here? Like, I think that's what we did kind of with Jose's character, or is he another traveler? Well, I don't really want you to be native to this particular area because you're going to know it way better than I would want you to. But you could, as an Argosan, you may be hanging out in the Trackless Moors, which is a massive area. It's not a small area. So,
Yeah, I mean, perhaps we just we are acquaintance of his from previous journeys, and maybe on the way out of town we met him or something. And,
what would actually make sense is, what if he showed up, made his way here to Pandavan with a message for Stu's character, and that's why Stu had to leave.
and then we invited him to join us.
Yeah, and then he's just going to help out. The broker also talked to you or whatever, and you joined up. They filled you in on what's going on, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, so now what?
I think the plan is to meet up with Drogus, right? He's going to take us to the ruins.
Yeah, the next day, that was the plan.
Sorry, everything froze on my side as we're speaking, Jason. Probably you said that maybe I came with these mercenaries that are now in town.
No, you traveled here on your own. You were sent from the village of Larbara by the broker there, and you had a message for Stu concerning the Hunters Guild, and you told Stu's character that, his character, and then he left, but you stayed. And the other members of the group informed you of what's happening, and now you're ready to go with Drogus, who is your leading suspect in the missing farmer's son. Okay.
Excellent.
All right, so I think what we would want to find out next is how are you guys in the punts?
So you said 2 apiece,
Yep.
and so Drogus is going to be in 1 with somebody. Is that right? How many
Correct.
do we have? We have
4.
I can go with this guy.
Yeah. So I guess our 2 characters will jump in the other one.
Yep, Fenton and Iris.
All right, we'll back over to the tabletop, and it didn't move. There it did. All right, so basically I just set this in the middle. I didn't pull out anything, so we'll have Bragor and Drogus, and then we'll have Fenton and Iris. All right, that's weird. All right, so I'm going to do this. It's acting a
These are
little.
marshes.
Yeah, this is a massive moor known as the Trackless Moors. What I'm going to do is we're going to try to use the traveling rules because this is a play test of the Tales of Argosa role-playing game as well. All right, so I'm going to take us back to this map.
Jack is with us.
Yeah. I see what I did wrong. I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go. Make it so y'all can see a little bit. All right, so he basically says it is about, where did I write that down? I think it's about 5 days to the west. And I think in the last session we were talking about it, and I think that the peat farmers would have like areas that they have to let grow and then harvest and then come back. So it's probably going to be larger, but these are 3.5 mile hexes on this map. Now the actual Tales of Argosa stuff is set up for 6 mile hexes. That's pretty easy to figure out, but we're just going to kind of use that. Is there anything, like, are you greeting him? How are you going to deal with Drogus? No, you're not going to do anything with him at first concerning maybe what's happened? What's your intentions? Since you're riding with him, Gabriel, what's your intentions as far as that goes?
So probably try to get into some conversation. Like, hey, what do you know about these disappearances? Have they happened before?
So let's talk in game mechanics here. Are you letting him know that you're asking him? That you're trying to gather information off of him? Or
I'm probably trying to use deception, trying to like if we suspect,
find out what he knows without
find out
him.
without giving too much, just like casual
Okay.
conversation.
All right, yeah. So there's going to be some time that
I heard this at the tavern. There were some guys talking about these disappearances.
Okay, awesome. That's great. We'll roll that into the situation. So the way Hexploration works, it's like on page 136. Oh wow, this is showing up. That's actually kind of good. That'll work. So we break the day into 6 watches of 4 hours. Normally travel is on the first 3 watches, and camp is the last 3 watches. And everyone is given a job. So you have a lookout, guide, forager, scout, quartermaster, rear guard, and support. Since you guys are in punts, you already have someone who knows the way, presumably being Drogus. So Drogus will be your guide. And the rest of you could do something else here if you want, or I'm imagining you're all just going to be lookouts. You see this information on 135?
Yep. Right. I mean, I don't see us doing things like rear guard because we're going to stay in
North,
vicinity.
yeah, north scouting, and there's nobody who's over. Someone could be a quartermaster if you'd like, but you'd have to choose who the quartermaster is.
I have the abilities supplies.
Yeah, so that would be a little different than this.
I know,
But
maybe if we need something.
it's possible that you could use that for it as well. But all right, so let's say that we got Gabriel, who's Bregor.
And just a quick question: did we notice Drogus paying any particular attention to any of his equipment or anything that he had in his punt?
Why don't you make a detection roll? So the way the skills work, I don't know if you saw, Gabriel, but basically there's going to be an attribute that is that is connected to the skill. If you have the skill, you get your attribute +1, and then you can you need to roll that roll or lower. So perception is used with detection. So whatever your perception roll is, Robert.
Right, it's on there. It's a failure.
Okay, nice. So I think you feel like you're already a little suspicious of this guy. So it seems like he does take an extreme amount of care, shifting his stuff around. So Bregor, like he knew the guy was coming, but he still was very careful about what Bregor could see or interact with. Make sense?
Yep.
Today is 7/31/2024. We got Hobbs, Jose. You didn't say also known as Nolabert, man. What the heck?
I don't know. You want me to make sure I say that?
No, I'd like to make fun of you about it.
If people look on the, does it show it on your screen that you're showing? I have. It starts to
It's
show
too
no
small.
on
Yeah,
Fenton's name. Yeah.
It's too small. Fenton. So all of you guys' cultures are Midlanders. So you're basically native to this massive area, not necessarily native to this area. Fenton. Iris. All right. Great. All right. So I'm not going to mess with the guide aspect. This is the story that you guys know is that Drogus found this area and found this shrine, and there was some concern about it, and that's why Mother Urshay contacted the broker, and then that's why the broker sent you guys to investigate what's going on here. So he's well aware of this area, so to get lost would be very, very difficult for him. I would need like a natural 20, I suppose. All right. 15. Okay. And then let me see.
And we be trying to pay attention to make sure that if for some reason he ditches us, we have some bearings.
Yes.
That's the other thing I'd be doing, is trying to figure out. Just keep making sure this guy ditches us, we know where we are.
Well, I mean, it would be hard for him to ditch Bregor, right? Because Bregor's in the same boat.
Yeah, but at some point we're going to get out of these boats. So, I'm paying attention when we're traveling to try to pick out landmarks. I mean, there's that weird tree over there. There's this.
All right.
He's half frog. He could just jump out and swim away if he wanted.
Jose, roll a d12. We're going to check weather.
Right. Well, I rolled a 9.
9. So it looks like cloudier and foggier. So it's about 6 in the morning when you guys climb into these punts with Drogus. He has an extra one there. I'm sure you guys check it out to make sure it's swamp worthy. They're really low-bottomed, almost low-bottomed, like canoes or dinghies is kind of probably the vision. So they're going to come to a point on either end, but they're going to be wider than your normal kayak or dinghy or something like that. So it doesn't have really thick, so you don't have to portage very often. But there are going to be hammocks that are kind of coming out. You guys have already been traveled here through this, so you're kind of aware. You mostly stay on the river. You don't have to worry about it. But once you travel out of the river, that's when the issues start to roll in. All right. So, but right now it's much foggier and cloudier than it was before. So visibility is going to be limited. So you're really not going to be able to see anything until, it's closer unless you hear it or something. All right. You guys aren't really exploring a hex. You're just kind of traveling through it. So I'm not really going to go too crazy with this stuff. There's a roll that I'm supposed to make here.
Cajun canoes are called pirogues. You don't know.
I did not know. Are we referring? So this is one of the bingos when Robert plays. Anytime he refers to New Orleans, You can
It's not New Orleans.
you can mark that box. Oh, did you just look it up somewhere or what?
No, it's you don't pronounce it New Orleans.
Oh,
Everyone knows that.
I do.
It's New Orleans.
Louisiana, whatever.
And yeah, the Cajun country is more to the west. It's in Lafayette.
So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this page and I'm trying to remember exactly what happens in LFG. It was a table and it told you kind of what was going on, and then you went to another table if there was something that happened. But at the moment, I'm trying to. Oh, this is it. I see. All right, so we roll a travel events. So we're not traveling during the day, I'm assuming, or at night. You're just going to travel those first 4 hours, 12
Yeah, those
hours.
first 3 watches.
Yeah, the 12 hours or whatever. All right. Weather
How long
shift.
did he say it was going to take?
5
days.
About 5 days.
5 days. Okay.
Because you can really only travel 1 hex per day in the swamp. But you are going to be on the river at first, so I think that's actually going to be faster. I forgot about that. These aren't necessarily perfect for river travel, but they're not bad. So, Gabriel, why don't you roll a d20? Okay, 12. This is interesting. We've done this before. Okay, so let's see. We got. So you guys are traveling along the river first for almost the first portion of the trip. So it moves relatively quicker than before. So I'm going to say that you can do a full, whatever that is, 10 miles or whatever. And when you camp at the end of that night on the river, you're going to have an opportunity to do the 12 on here, which is camaraderie. So one player may choose to spin a tale, reveal a secret, or other special detail about their PC's history. I can veto it as the GM. And basically, whatever you, if I don't, then it just becomes part of the lore. You guys aren't losing, you guys aren't missing any luck points, right? Or hit points. Obviously, Gabriel isn't, but Jose isn't, Robert isn't. So instead, what I will do is allow you a roll on the advancement table, because I think we were talking about doing advancement that way. So, does anyone want to try to spin a tale about their PC's history? Or is it too early? Are you not comfortable with it? Robert, would you like to attempt? Look at me, I'm pointing at your picture on my screen.
You're jumping straight to me?
Well, you're first on here, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to? I'm asking if you would like to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my my compatriots a little bit about my background.
And what is that? The players are going to tell the actual tale. That's the thing.
Right. So I pull out the manacles that I have, right, and I, show them to Iris and Bregor, and I talk about how no one can keep me locked up, right, and I weave this impressive tale about having been caught in this cave full of cannibals. They had locked me down. They were gonna sacrifice me and eat me, but because I'm a smart, wily character, I was able to get loose, get away from them, and escape. And here I am today.
That's how you were a
Cannibals
prisoner.
can't do anything to me.
All right.
Are you saying that if we put those manacles on you, you're gonna break free?
You could put them on me and throw me in the water, and I could break free.
What if we're trying to eat you while you...
Cannibals couldn't do it. Doubt you could.
I asked Drogus if he wants to see him get free from the manacles. Want to see this guy get free from the manacles to see if this is true, what he's saying?
So I'm picturing you guys up on the bank of the river, probably on that southwest side, with a low fire, and maybe, you know, this area along the river here is mostly probably where they do all the peat farming. So there's lots of this air kind of close to the river, so they can quickly get there and get back. He's been mostly standoffish and not talking a lot, even though Gabriel Bregor, you've been trying to. Why don't you make your deception roll now?
Here, deception. No modifier, no advantage or anything.
Nope, it's just your
And roll.
yeah, just hit the roll because it's just going to use your charisma roll +1.
Now, before he rolls, and because my character is a bard, so he can kind of feel what Bregor is trying to do. So when Bregor says that to him, he kind of react in a way where he like tries to add to the camaraderie between Bregor and Drogus. Like, yeah, Drogus, wouldn't it be fun to see him do it? Sink right to the bottom as he, just to maybe make Bregor's attempt feel a little more genuine.
Yes,
Maybe
the deception
make
roll.
a bet between us, maybe he wants to jump in.
The actual
Bet you a silver or something like that.
The actual deception roll is kind of covering the full day of what kind of information he picked out. But for this particular emotion, I would still let you use your Inspired Greatness. But I think you can choose to use that after he actually rolls.
I was actually trying to get you to give us advantage. Then, if I needed higher greatness, but I got that in my back pocket.
Well, this is what I'll do. If you can make a, it's not deception. What's the skill that's just for persuasion? Yeah. If you can make a persuasion roll with a great success, we'll give him advantage on his deception roll.
That sound good?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Great success.
All right, you got it. A great success. Rolled a natural 1. So, yeah, you can have advantage on this, Gabriel Bregor, for this day of travel.
And the roll just adds that +1 to the score.
Yep.
The ability, or I have to. Okay.
Yeah, you should just be able to roll it. Okay, so did you could also actually adjust. You could hit a little box and it says advantage.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, you did, so you failed both times. All right, too bad for you. Hey, Gaming and BS. Welcome to the Gamerhood, sir. All right, yeah, so you tried that, and wow, these are all first-time chats.
Yeah, that one above gaming and BS probably.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Gotcha.
I used to know how to do that, but I don't remember. There we go, I just banned him. All right, good. Now I don't know how to shut this thing. Son of a biscuit. There it is. All right, done. Okay, awesome. So that was a good attempt, but he's been kind of standoffish, even with the jibes and the camaraderie from Iris. It still doesn't seem to be enough. Dragos still seems to be standoffish and kind of hangs off by his own area. You know, slowly, once in a while, taking toothpicks out of his big lips and pulling fish bones out of them.
Real
Go
quick,
ahead.
sorry for interrupting you. Can I use my Inspired Greatness now after I saw that roll?
Yeah, sure, you fucking cheater. I mean, dang cheater. So what's the Inspired Greatness do? I forgot. Does he get another roll?
I can use it any time, provided he's within far range and can hear me. I can grant them one effect. The effect I'm going to pick is apply a bonus equal to my charisma modifier on any single roll, excluding trauma rolls. I can use it after seeing the result of the roll, and I can use it on my own rolls. And so, I will obviously use it on his deception check and my charisma modifiers.
Okay, and so what that does is you're going to use one of your abilities because you can only use that twice, right?
Yeah, twice between each short and or.
Okay. Also, another option would be, Gabriel, you could, since you have the deception skill, you can use your reroll pool, one of your reroll pool points to change this. You could roll again if you wanted to, but you don't need to. Gaming and BS says it's good to see Jose, and of course Robert, but not Gabriel. He's like, F you, Gabriel. I hate Spain. They always beat us in soccer. All right, so he's going to use that. That's fine. So we're going to revert back and say that actually it was difficult because you've barely succeeded. But he kind of gives a warbly chuckle. You have met Gabriel, Gaming and BS. He was at GaryCon this year. But maybe you weren't there. I don't remember now. Was Sean there? Sean wasn't at. Did you meet him, Robert?
No,
He wasn't there.
I don't think he usually
Yeah.
goes to
Yeah.
GaryCon.
Gabriel traveled all the way from Spain to meet you at GaryCon in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, and you weren't even there, Gaming and BS. All right, so I think Drogus will join in and gives a bubbly chuckle, and yeah, you should jump in, man. We should put these manacles on.
So,
Excellent. Yeah. Well, I think the idea is at that point maybe we laugh and try to include him, and maybe his guard comes down a bit. So as we travel, we can get more information and maybe get a glance at his gear that someone mentioned earlier.
All right. Was that
Maybe next day you can go with him.
was that an innuendo? Well, you succeeded, Gabriel. He just put him over the
I know.
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that way he kind of gets to know all of us.
Robert, are you going to try some crazy performance here with these manacles in the water?
I'm gonna let. Can I let Drogus put them on my arms?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. ARG. So what are you trying to do here? You want Drogus to actually put them on?
He puts them on. I'm like. I'm gonna say I've messed with these before, so I've got like my get out of them quick thing. These are like Houdini manacles, right? And so after he puts them on, I'll turn around so he can't see me, right? And then I'll quickly turn back around, and then I'll be dangling them, showing that, aha, you thought you had me.
All right. So you want to use like your sleight of hand or something to see how well this works?
Yeah. That'd
I
be
think it
perfect.
would work, but this could be even more impressive depending on the resolution.
Or I could completely fumble it.
That's correct. And I don't really think it's a bad thing either way. We're just
Great
trying to
success.
see. All right, great
Look at
success. Yeah. So even Bragor and Iris are impressed with the prestidigitation of Fenton. All right, so that seems quite exciting. Let us. Is there anything else we want? Are we switching punts? Or no? Is Iris going to go with Drogus?
Yeah, I'll go with Drogus this time. I'll say, hey, Drogus, ride with me. Brett and Gregor's had his time in for punt. And then I'll hop in.
All right, so I'm going to jump over here, change the punts around quick. We'll put Iris.
Even better, every time we switch, Hobbs has to go back and fix the punt.
Well, just in
Keep
case.
that in mind.
It'll be faster this way.
You know, on second thought, maybe Fenton? I think
Just keep going back and forth.
yeah.
We're already slow enough as it is, you jackwads. I'm returning to my jag offer days. Gabriel, remember that? All right, anyway. So the next day, let's roll a D12. Jose did it before. Robert, roll a D12. What'd you get there, buddy?
12.
Ooh. All right, so it is raining in the swamp. It's a horrible rainy day. Nice roll, buddy. And, you know, so travel is a little slower. Gabriel, I think you rolled last time. Roll a D20. Roll it again. I got lost on who's up.
D20? Okay.
Yep.
I got 12. Oh, 12. Oh, camaraderie. Yay.
All right. Oh, I was going to say that you get to roll on the... we're going to roll to see if you get a bump towards the next level. So does anybody else other than Robert want to... other than Robert want to tell a spin a tale, reveal a secret? Jose?
Oh. I can do it.
Oh, he jumped over you, Jose. Eat it.
Well, when I rolled my background, it came out of a busker.
Oh,
But, with a 9 charisma, it's probably
just average.
What he took the fighting road, I guess. But he keeps his father was a musician, a traveling musician, and all that he has left from him is it's a horn that he carries around.
All right, nice. Oh, okay. We'll still use this advancement table. This will be good. At the end of the session, we'll go through this and we'll see how many XP each person got. Sound good? I like that.
Sure.
All right, nice. Okay, so excellent. So nothing else happened. All right, yeah, this is the wrong screen. I'm like, what am I doing? Here we go. All right, so it's getting late towards the end of the third watch. Remember, there's 6 of them. And he's like, you can hear Iris is with Drogos in the punt. And he's like, you know, the rain is just kind of bouncing off the thing. And once in a while, you have to take like your shield or a helmet or a small cup and you're trying to like push water out or slowly, you know, move up on one of the hummocks that are coming out with the mangrove trees and pour water out of the punts. At one of these stops, he says, we can push on and reach the ruin. Perhaps we could use the shelter to get past this rain if you wish.
You know, Hobbs, got a Prime subscription.
Oh yeah, I should mention that. SEAN_K. Thank you for the Prime subscription of 18 months. You're currently on a 1-month streak. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, sorry. All right. Thanks for putting that out. Good job, Jose. Do we have Sean K and Gaming and BS in the chat still?
And we got Jonathan Davis on YouTube.
All right, Jonathan Davis, another member of the Gamerhood gang. No, he says. All right, nice. Okay, so I got you, man. So what's the idea? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to push on or do you want to wait?
Let's push.
All right. Does Gabriel, you're 2 hours ahead of us. Is it 10:28?
Yes.
All right. How late do you play normally? Because Stu was like end at 10 o'clock guy on the East Coast. So that would be 9 p.m. Central. How late do you normally go?
When I run my game, we start at 10 p.m. up to 1 a.m.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
So
It-
midnight
it's
would be
on Fridays,
9,
no.
right? Midnight would be 9 for you. For us, is that no? That would be 10 for us.
2 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, math is hard for me, Jose. I got a lot of stuff going on here, man.
It's
I got a lot-
10:30 there right now.
I got a lot.
Gabriel?
It's, yeah, 10:30.
Yep.
All right, so we got about. Does anyone need a break or anything, or do you want to just keep going? All right, we've been playing for a whole hour. I didn't know. We're all old men, so we got bad bladders. Okay, so that's fine. You guys are going to push into the night.
Break dawn.
All right, perfect. I'm flickety flicking, flick, flick, flick. Am I growing a whole man beard? To be honest, RGB667, I'm not even sure who you are, sir. Person? I'm just at my normal level. This is pretty much my normal level. Once a week I have to do it. Snacks arrived. What's that mean? Snickety snacks. Alright. Hey, I'm on the wrong button. So it is dark and it's kind of raining. It's not as bad. Visibility isn't as bad as it was before, but still rough. I'm looking for something and I'm struggling here. Okay, I see what I did wrong. There we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Somebody roll a d6. Tell me what you got.
One.
Ooh, a 1. All right, nice. All right, all of you guys make a detection check.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have detection, you can just. I think you should just be able to roll detection.
Terrible failure for me.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Jose?
Great success.
Great success.
Praise the Argosa gods. We have slain.
The Argosian gods are the 7. The leader being Argona, who is a female goddess of civilization and such. Yeah. That's pretty funny, Jose, you dickweed. All right. All right, so as you guys are moving, the rain is just kind of hammering you. And I'm assuming that Drogus and Iris are in front of the other, and you guys are kind of in a slight skirmish line. Nobody else seems to notice. If Drogus did, he makes no mention of it. But you see, like, kind of it almost looks like a sharp fin that's probably an inch and a half wide, and it's coming out of the swampy water. You know that it's not a bone or an edge of a tree trunk because it has a small bit of wake that's coming off of it as it kind of moves nearby your punt.
When you said inch and a half wide, you meant,
No.
like
1.5 feet.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
1.5 wide, and
Argosa inches are bigger.
swamp shark. That's right.
All right. That's no good. I definitely will let the group know. How far are we close from one of those comics or whatever you call them?
We're all just going to use the map, kind of,
Okay.
within 15 to 20 feet.
Okay. So I definitely, I let my group know. I say, I just saw a large fin cutting through the swamp. Perhaps we should make for a hummock or if
Who's guiding our fund?
I guess I can.
It's based on dex strength.
It'd mostly be some kind of skill check or something, I would imagine. And you're obviously not going to have the skill because neither of you are really boatmen, right? So it would just be, like you say, an attribute. And depending on what you're trying to do, I would probably use that attribute. Drogus seems to be kind of like lets out a grunt, kind of looks around, and before he even seems to turn, and the others are kind of looking when you say that, it sinks into the murky waters of the moor. And you guys land on one of these punts. Or we'll just say it's this one, and you pull up the ships. Why isn't it letting me work here? All right, I gotta do this.
it's not letting you select Gregor.
It's not letting me do anything.
You on
Yeah, we'll see. I'm probably on the wrong flipping layer. All right. Drogus is like, we can't be far. There are walls there. Perhaps that's what we should do. I don't know what you saw.
I'll describe it. I'll say I saw a fin 1.5 Argosian inches wide and this tall, cutting through the water.
All right, roll a 20, Nolabert.
Nine.
9. Let me find. So one of the cool things, it has monsters in here, but it also has rated characters. So if you ran into some rated characters, you would, meaning like a third level, the attributes for a third level ranger, like what does he have? So there's a nice list of those. I just have to find it because I'm slow as hell with this book so far, unfortunately. Because it's not the real book, it's still my old version, and I'm faster at this than I would be with... maybe this will work. NPCs. We'll just do it this way. Cheat. Look at Stu's character, Tybin. And we'll see. Ooh, it's charisma. This dude's charisma's not that good. 10. What'd you get?
9.
All right. He murmurs. He thinks about it for a little way as he's like leaning towards push it on, and then he says, "There are toadmen that travel this area of the moor. Perhaps it's one of them, but I'm not used to them having a spine, as you say."
they come out of the water?
All over. They travel the moors. They can travel quite quickly across the hummocks. They normally don't. I believe they don't. They breathe air.
Are they afraid of fire by chance? They might have- I guess we should. We definitely don't want to get back in the boats, right? Not now.
This doesn't seem like a great place to camp, does it?
You're on a small hummock about 20 feet long and 10 feet wide.
Is the ones we stayed on before bigger than this?
Yeah. Well, before you were by the river, so it was like there's more legitimate area. There's a large area of water, but there's larger hummocks. But I think maybe what you use is like the oars, made little lean-tos with the boats and that sort of thing. Whoever the quartermaster is would probably set up the best campsite, unless you're allowing Drogus to.
What do we think? Stay on this hummock for the night, or do we try to make it to a larger one, or do we try to make it to bank?
How far does Drogus think the shelter is?
Less than an hour.
Yeah, I think we go for it.
Yeah. Is it raining too much that a torch wouldn't last? Or?
A torch would be difficult unless you like covered it somehow.
And what time of day is it right now?
It's late. Well, it's not super late. We're in the fourth watch, so that would be right here. I don't know why it's so blurry. Stupid thing. 6 to 10, so about 9 p.m.
I'm gonna light a torch under the cover. Before we set sail, ask Fenton or Iris to hold the shield so I can light a torch, and then I'm gonna use the shield and keep the torch under, trying to protect it from the rain.
All right, yeah, so it hisses from some of the stuff that comes. And you guys, so funny. All right. There, now you can see Drogus as well. All right, so Bragor is trying to get some light, but it's just like when you turn your headlights on and you're in the water. You know, all you're doing is kind of letting the individual water droplets be more visible. But you're doing the best you can. Let's see. So Drogus, he's definitely wanted to push on, and he leads you guys forward. You're skimming through the rain and the darkness. Even though you have the torch, it kind of lights up a nice 5 to 15, depending on where his cloak is at the time and who can see it. You guys in front, Iris and Fenton can see, but obviously it's not showing much behind you because your shield is trying to like cover it from the rain. So let's see. Let's see what this does. All right. So I think Iris, make a detection check.
Right? Nailed.
Nice. All right, so Drogus.
Oh wait, never mind. I can't see a way to use my inspired greatness to. Well, go ahead.
Well, you have the skill, So you could use a reroll pool point if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I am a little worried about the whole swamp monster tracking us. I marked off one from my reroll.
Yeah, so you have one left. You have a reroll pool points the same as whatever your level is.
Right. Great success.
Ooh, a great success. All right, so at first you don't seem to notice it, but then you see Drogus is like reaching for something underneath his little bench, like where his area is, and he starts to like do a seal drop into the water. And you can see 4 of those fins just at the edge of the light. First of all, you kind of notice the trail or the wake that you saw before. That's how you noticed them fins. But now Drogus, you know, he's reaching down, he grabs it quickly, and then starts to do just back off the side of the punt.
And I attempt to cut him before he hits the water. I don't want to stop him. I just want to cut him.
What kind of weapon do you have?
I have. I have a spear.
Okay.
Oh, maybe yeah.
All right.
He's trying to get into the water. Or he's dropping something into the water.
He's grabbing something from the boat and then jumping into the water. All right,
I'm
but
trying to poke him to make him bleed before he gets into the water, and hopefully it'll draw a couple of his fins away from us.
all right. So I think that what we'll do is, since you did see him and you had a great success, that's why I told you about both things. But what we'll do is we'll just roll initiative, and we'll see. Okay. So the way we roll initiative in this game is I should look at it. I was just going to do it the TOA way, but I think only one person rolls initiative. 68. And since you're doing this, why don't you roll it, sir?
Yeah, initiative. What is it? It's based on a.
So just a dex check. Oh no, it's different now. The initiative is based.
It's
It's based on initiative,
dex versus.
which is your own. One PC makes an initiative check to represent the whole party. Rolled 1d20, aiming for equal or underneath their initiative score, and their initiative.
Based on what? Dex and int? I can't remember.
I think it's maybe perception and.
Oh, I just
it's
need to
dex
hit.
and
I
int.
just need to roll deluxe. The deluxe initiative is there. I just need to hit roll, right?
No, because it's your average of dexterity and intelligence. What's the average of your dexterity and intelligence rounded down?
9.
9. So you need a 9 or less.
Right?
Yes, sir. 14. Nope. So you'd notice him grab something and fall back into the water as these things are coming towards you. All right, and you guys failed initiative, so he kind of moves into the water and disappears from view. So you guys are not actually here anymore. We'll move you off of here, and we'll just put you here. But Drogus is no longer there. So you're not far. You just kind of like maybe came through, you know, some area here, like, whoosh, whoosh, and you see these things coming at you. Oh, wrong button.
We lost Iris
Yep.
from the map.
Oh, I took the wrong guy. I took the wrong guy and did him. Token layer. Sorry, buddy. You're gone. He gone. There we go. So you can see these fins coming, and right as the wake, Drogus's wake starts to go, there must be like a slight high point, because this is what comes out of the swamp. kind of humanoid in shape, but it has that kind of weird bony protrusions and kind of like webbed hands and feet, but the feet are even larger and the bulkier at its lower portion of its body, like legs and lower abdomen. But it does have this strange bone extrusions on its body and along its back.
They don't in any way look like Drogus, correct?
No. No.
An initiation, like he's jumping himself into the club or something.
That'd be awesome. All right. There's 4 of them. You would guess if you could see their entire body as they're kind of coming forward, and they're going to like try and grab Iris out of the boat, out of the punt. Okay?
I don't want them to look.
Question.
Go ahead, buddy.
I have by default, I have the protector ability. And it says it succeeds automatically on initiative checks to trigger rescue exploits. Because if Drogus jump from the boat, Iris Punt is like without direction,
So when
rescue exploit would be like trying to reach for his punt, so Fenton can
So we can only do one rescue exploit for, there's 2 attacks, right? There's 2 of these dudes who came up here and tried to grab him, we'll say. So like you could jump up there and interpose your shield to one of them, or you're going to try and block both of them by using the, moving the punt out of the way, or what's your thought? So with the rescue exploit...
yeah, the idea was to reach for the punt and let go the torch.
Okay. So
Can
I
you just pass it to me? Can I take the torch?
Well, this is outside of actions right now, so you're not really doing a lot. He's just going to toss it into the boat or whatever, we'll say, so you could just grab it out of the boat. So normally with a rescue exploit, you have to narratively explain what you're doing, and it normally only affects one attack that you can save. If you had initiative, you could interpose. That was a thing that they used to be able to do. Let me see if you can just interpose.
I mean, the protector says that you automatically succeed on initiative checks. So you can probably react to the attack by reaching to Iris Punt and pull it away from at least from the first attack of those.
All right, well, this is a cool thing. I don't know if we've actually tried to do... I know we've done rescue exploits, but I don't think we've tried to do this particular fighter thing, because I don't know if we've had a fighter, I guess, as a player character yet. So let me jump up here and check it out in the current rules as it slowly comes to life. Hello there. Where are you? Hello, Fightor. 30. Because initiative kind of was already rolled and you guys failed, and this is their action. So I don't know if he's saying that you can override the initiative. It looks like, what page is that? 24. So are you because a lot of times it was in low fantasy gaming is it was outside of your own action, you could do a rescue exploit. And then Protector, what Protector would do is you automatically succeed on the dexterity check. But maybe he doesn't use dexterity checks for rescue exploits anymore. Maybe he uses something else. Exploits 75.
Adaptable Protector is on page 31.
Right, I'm just going to look at rescue exploits quick.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do. Just 75.
I mean, it's my default style.
Yep, I got you. Rescues once per adventure. Holy shit, he's definitely limited it from the old days. When it's not the PC's turn, in response to something happens within close range, a rescue allows one player to negate or reverse an adverse event for another player or NPC. Only one party member may attempt to rescue per situation, and rescues are exclusive to PCs. Bard. So the rescuer makes an initiative check to see if they react fast enough. So the first thing is explain how a rescue might be possible. So I see that you're grabbing the punt and moving it out of the way of the attacking finned creature, finned humanoid. The GM must agree the proposed rescue is possible. Sure. The rescuer makes an initiative check. It used to be a dex check, so you don't have to make that check. So now all we do is shift into the luck check. All right, so I think this luck check is going to be modified by dexterity. So now make a luck check modified by dexterity. If you succeed, you are going to avoid these attacks as the creatures try and pull Iris into the water. If you fail, then obviously the attacks are going to hit. You can use your reroll pool to reroll it if you choose. You can obviously use your Inspire Greatness, Jose, as well to affect this afterwards. All right, and if you do a terrible failure, then I mean maybe you're gonna turn over his boat. All right.
Okay. Okay, I'm rolling luck then.
Luck modified by dexterity.
Save. So we change the what it says to dex save.
Yeah, luck dex.
Success.
0 successes, it says.
He rolled his number.
I roll the exact number.
Well, that should work. What's your dex modifier?
How about dex for 14 is 1, and my luck is
10, 11.
11.
So that should work. I don't know why it says 0 success. All right, your luck goes down 1. But you pull the punt and both these creatures like come out like I don't know. I've seen some. You ever seen the movie when the dudes jump out of the water and grab somebody like Rambo jumping out of the water or whatever? You know, fetid water splashes all over the place, and they miss. So good work, but you lose 1 luck point, and you may not do a rescue attempt for the rest of this. This is per adventure. So the rest of the adventure to Drogus is, but I think that probably was possibly certain death for Iris. All right, nice. I'm excited. Good work.
So he's in our punt now?
No, he just pushed the punt out of the way basically of the attack. When they would have grabbed him, but they didn't.
Yeah, probably they were ahead and I reached for the thing and pull it back, so probably we are the same, side by side, maybe.
There, how's that? All right, so you've pulled them into a different area of the Wator. All right, nice. So that was 2 of their turns. The other ones are going to come and try and mess with this punt. They're going to jump out and try and attack. Let's pick a number. 1, 2, 3 is Fenton. 4, 5, 6 is Bragor. Why is it I can't see? There we go. 1. So Fenton. This is super interesting. These guys get a +2 on this roll. So 15, 13. What's your AC?
AC is 14.
14. So only one of these is going to hit. All right, that's not going to be enough to drag out. So it's +1 to this. So it kind of leaps up, and does 7 points of damage to Fenton.
I don't want to. I have long reach, but I didn't have my weapon on. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not your turn yet, so you can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, that happens. So you're basically pulling the punt as these other two kind of attack both of you guys as they kind of grab onto the side or reach out with their big mouths to try and bite you. All right. So now it's your turn. Why don't you go ahead, Iris? What do you want to do there, bud?
I am going to. Can I have reach, right, with the spear?
Yes.
Can I poke past Breger and Fenton and try to poke the one that just attacked Fenton?
Yes.
All right, that is my plan. Cool. Hit AC 16.
That is a hit.
All right, and it says I've done 2 points of damage.
Alrighty. That was this one.
Yes. I'm using it two-handed, so make that. I'm in the boat poking. I mean, actually, no, make it one-handed because I'm probably holding on for dear life as well.
All right.
Realistically.
All right, nice. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right, perfect. Okay. Robert, what's Fenton going to do? You're locked in Mortal Kombat. Finish him.
Right. So the tricks and techniques, your action, or is that in addition to your action?
It depends on the trip and technique. Trick.
Okay. Well, one of the ones I have, which we talked about, I thought you said I would have this, but
The whip?
rapid dose. So can I apply a single dose of poison onto my short sword and then attack?
I think your action would be apply. Fuck, I don't know. I forgot.
It says rapid dose.
Oh, yeah, so that's the whole point. And what does it say when you read it? Read it to us.
It says you apply a single dose of poison or drink a potion or similar. I don't know what the poison would be. I don't know where the poison stuff is.
Do you have some poison?
Well, we talked about this because I said if I get that as one of my tricks or techniques, does that mean I have that? Because I also asked about the smoke bomb, right? Which is one of my other ones.
Yeah, you would definitely have the smoke bomb if you did it. But I think for this particular thing, it's an ability to quickly apply it. Where
Okay.
the other one is
So
you're
you're saying I don't
actually
have
smoking. But I mean, you're gonna have. You can have one. Are we sure we didn't roll it or something, or it didn't come up in your? Isn't in your gear list?
Yeah, I don't think that's indicated that you automatically have that. And I thought we asked that question.
And he answered. I just don't remember.
Yeah, and I thought at least I know for the smoke bomb he would say yes. I don't know about. It's up to you how you want to decide about whether I would have poison or not.
Well, you're second level. You know how to do this. It would be weird for you not to have it, I think. Right? Because you're preparing for this outing, so that's fine. Let's jump over to the equipment. Just page 50.
See where the poison is.
Yeah, there's some different poison in here. But this would have to be applied somewhere because it's different types, right? You know what I'm talking about? When
Right.
your encumbrance. Oops, sorry guys. Poisons, page 210. I can't wait for this book, y'all. Supposed to be arriving within the next week or two. Oh, you're supposed to be getting our codes within the next week or two for the roll a
Yeah, because it says
D8.
So if you, it says hold on page 57 about poison. It says applying poison to a weapon usually takes an action and remains until a strike is delivered or 1 minute passes. But so I don't know if this trick or technique then is
makes it faster. It's called rapid dose, so I think that's the whole point. Roll a D. We're gonna make it a minor poison because that's all you have right now. Roll a D8.
D8.
Tell me what you get.
4.
4. All right, so it's 1d6 plus 6 damage, and it gives toxin trauma. All right, so you apply it to your short sword and go ahead and make an attack. What's the trigger for a short sword?
That's like blade trauma or something, right?
So you're gonna
Yeah, it's blade trauma
you're gonna do a blade trauma and a toxin trauma.
with already 6 damage. And then the blade trauma. Let's see, that's a D12.
Yeah, roll it up.
5.
All right, what's that do?
I'd have to find where blade trauma is.
Oh, it's gonna be in the trauma section. Which
Blade
is
trauma 5.
82.
Ligament slash. Target suffers 1d6 strength, dex, or con loss.
All right, roll a d6. It's gonna be con loss.
1.
1 point of con, so I will affect that here. Oh, he's going to lose a hit point because of that. Roll a d12.
$10.
All right, so you slice this dude. I don't know. I don't know how con would be affected by a slash to the tendon, but we're going to say you slash this dude with your short sword. He's injected with the poison. I lost. This is why you shouldn't use your mouse as a bookmark. That's a bad move, guys, because then you can't use your mouse. All right. So let me bop in here. All right. This guy just kind of falls back into the water and retreats from view, blood trailing him as the rain splashes it off the side of the punt. All right. Gabriel.
Okay. I'll reach for my spear, I guess. And try to secure this fish.
All right.
Spear.
What'd you roll?
AC 6.
Yeah. It's not too good.
Bounces of his.
Bony carapace.
Yeah.
Who your roll was a 2. On natural ones, they get a counter attack on you. All right, so this turn is over. So let's roll initiative. Jose is already gone. Let's go on to Robert. Make your initiative roll.
So I'm trying to get under 11. 18th. That didn't happen.
That's a failure. All right. So these guys, with the loss of one of their men, are pulling away. So Bregor and Fenton, you guys can attack the one near you, but these other two, they're not near a punt, so they just kind of disappear into the water.
Do we have any modifier on the attack?
That's a good question. We haven't had a combat in this game in who knows how long. All right, let's drop in here. So, move, ready action, double move, falling, withdrawing. If a character attempts to move out of melee with an active opponent, the opponent gains one free melee attack against the character. That's it, just a free melee. No bonuses, no nothing. What?
Okay. I was going to check and see if that backstab would be relevant, but it's not.
Yeah, I think you have to hit it
I
and
have
do
to
damage.
surprise
And
him.
then, yeah.
Well, it says I have to surprise him.
Yep, that makes sense.
It's 18.
That's a hit.
I didn't hit.
7 damage.
Okay, as this thing turns to flee, I think Bregor's spear pierces it, kills it, and he's jerking like a fish on the end of your spear. You've essentially gone gigging here, and nice job. All right. Now what?
Let's try to reach.
Did Drogus leave anything in the punt? I know he grabbed something. Did he leave anything?
Yeah, I think he grabbed like we'll say it was like a something similar to whale skin, but I don't know what it would be. Crocodile skin, so it would be waterproof pretty much, like a waterproof satchel. But I think there's going to be like some other rando supplies and stuff in here.
All right.
Well, you know what we could do? Why don't we? So you're going to rifle through his stuff?
Yeah, and I also want to look around. Is it still rain? It's raining and dark, right?
Yes.
So I think I still want to kind of look around. Our torch is still going, right? Get it off the ground.
I don't think so because well, I mean, you can
Maybe
carry your
like
short
a
sword.
roll
You can carry your short sword one-handed, Robert. So you definitely could have picked up the torch with the other hand.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead and make your luck check straight up. Robert, why don't you? Because you were in charge of the torch after he dropped it. If you succeed, then yeah, it's still going. If not, then it's not.
Success.
All right, you lose a luck. No, I'm just kidding. You don't lose a luck point in that situation.
Excellent. So can we just kind of look around our surroundings, kind of, on either side with the torch, and see if we see anything that looks like a man-made, a structure that someone could hide in, or maybe a hidden punt. Not that he needed one since the weasel dropped into the water, but did he, is there some, like, is this his ambush spot? And there's a little hidey hole somewhere that might.
Why don't you make a detection check?
Success. Oh, great success.
Great success. So I don't think you see anything like that, but dimly through the rain, you see like a slight luminescence that is behind, like, you can see, the hummocks coming out with the mangrove trees and stuff around, but beyond that, maybe 50 yards away, a light is just briefly there, and you can see a man-made wall, and then the light goes out.
All right, I will tell my companions what I saw. Maybe we should head that way and perhaps have some solid ground, but a lot more next.
I'm also pretty injured, so.
That also.
All right, so you guys try to maneuver the punts. It takes obviously longer than it was with Drogus, paddling through, but you eventually reach. Let's see here. delete, paste. So I have this in daylight, but this will be enough. And most likely we're going to move into the end of the session because it's 9:14, almost 9:30. It'll give us 10 minutes to talk about the session or whatever. But I'm going to move us over so you guys can kind of see the structure. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I shut the dang thing. What an idiot. So we're not going to see it. It's going to be a cliffhanger that the people don't get to see it, but you guys get to see it. So you can kind of see a structure there as you're coming up into, and we'll say that like a crack of lightning, crack 1 Mississippi, 2 Argosa, 3 Argosa. When the thunder rocks across as you're nearing this structure in the night. Sorry guys, I accidentally shut the other. I shut the tabletop so no one can see anything on Twitch. So it's going to be even a bigger reveal next session.
Excellent. Well, it's pretty cool, let me tell you.
All right, so let's move into. God, I don't even remember what I call it. Bells and whistles. No. Highlight and disappointments. One of those. I don't remember. Stars and
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows. Highs and lows. That's a good name. Nice, Jose. That was a good job for you. What do you think about the session? You got anything high and low that you would like to mention?
I know that I have a low spot really. I liked that we got into some of the mechanics of the game. There was a little bit less of that last session, so seeing how some of the mechanic works, very interesting. I like the abilities that each player's have. It's very cool.
Nice. What about you, Gabriel?
Hi, being back in this playing in the Gamerhood, definitely high. And well, getting used to this new rule set. So I have played Low Fantasy Gaming. It's been quite a long time. Yes.
It's been a long time for me, so I'm not surprised it's a long time for you.
To the game mechanics, it's a must. It's a plus. So I don't think there were any lows. Me arriving late, probably, but actually, great session.
So, I mean, it's about a 2.5 hour session, and if you're willing, maybe we would push to 9:45 our time. Is that okay with Robert and Jose?
Yes.
9 Central. So maybe we'll do that from now on. We'll just say it's from 7 to 10, and then we'll get as much gaming in as we can. Always going to be affected by my schedule and obviously the player's schedule. But presumably this will be the group moving forward unless we decide to get somebody else or whatever. I honestly, I'm skipping you, Robert. I'm going first. I really felt like this was the lows would be hiccups with not knowing what the hell's going on. But this is a play test, so we're going to be looking at the rules as we do it. I kind of like that it shifted on Twitch to the actual rule book as we were looking at it, which was kind of nice so people could maybe read along. I could actually do a better job of that maybe in the future where I'll have a different window when I'm looking up the rules or something, and we could talk about them as we go. Highs, it's always great to be playing with you dudes. I kind of like that you detected the fins and stuff as that was coming through because those creatures are super cool. Those are made up by me, so they're not in any book or anything. Robert.
Yeah, I think I would agree with Jose. It's cool that we did a bunch of different things in this session, and it's cool to see how those things sort of played out. Everything from the hex traveling stuff with the camaraderie and coming up with some stories on that. Interacting with Drogus and I already had some suspicion about him, so I was wondering if he had something hidden in the boat, all that sort of stuff. And then obviously we get the fun fight at the end. All those little alarming once I got hit and got 7 points of damage.
It's a very dangerous game. There's no doubt about it. But there are a lot of ways to alleviate damage as well. So like if like obviously Bregor couldn't have tried a rescue exploit, but Iris could have if he had so desired.
I definitely need to read up on the exploit system.
Right. It's a cool thing. It's basically Mighty Deeds for all characters.
Very cool.
And there's different ones, and depending on if they're permanent or not. But what I did say we were going to do is at the end we were going to go through these advancement things. I don't have my PDF open, so if there's any differences than what I say, let me know. So you guys are second level, so you have 10 XP. So it takes 25 XP to get to third. So we're going to go through here and see how many XP everybody got. So in the loot section, that's what I was going to say. There would have been something random in here. So I'm also going to say, it was mostly like supplies, but it's very possible that he had some kind of carry loot on him. So we're going to roll that to see if that's there. I forgot I was going to do that. So we're going to go to the way treasure works in this, there's different types of loot. Obviously, as a GM, you could do it ahead of time. Carry loot A reflects the types of things that you might have on your person. Carry loot B is like larger things. So this dude isn't going to be having like massive amounts of shit on him traveling into the swamp. So go ahead and roll a D100, Jose.
$57.
57 is silver's equal to the sum of the digits on the D100 roll. So there was a pouch with 57 silvers.
Like 19 silver.
I think that there's also a chipped piece of it almost looks like verdigris jade, so like a beat up piece of chipped jade. One portion of it is very, very rough, with the other almost facets look like it looks like it was chipped. Well, why don't you make a detection check?
None of my lores would help me by chance?
General lore, you can pick general lore or detection.
Okay, I will go with general lore. Here we go. Great success.
Great success. So you're pretty dang sure that this piece of jade was chipped off of a larger worked, like a statue or idol or something. So like the piece that's all rough, very clean. The outside piece, very like verdigris, and kind of you can see, veins of like a lichen that were once on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this piece was chipped off of a weathered statue.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so let's go to the XP. So loot-wise, the lowest one for 1 XP would be obtain a carry loot B, a trinket, a curio valuable A, or harvest a useful monster part. I don't really think anything there happened. Combat. Defeat insignificant foes is 0 XP. Save a PC ally from injury or death. I think that's 1 XP. So you guys can get 1 XP. Exploration. Explore several hexes you didn't explore. Discover a new ruin, dungeon, or significant lair. I think I'll give you 1 XP for that. So that's 2 XP. Social. Influence one more NPCs. Bust out a great liner. Strengthen bonds with a PC or NPC. You guys definitely did that. So I think that's XP there. So you guys are going to get 3 XP for this session.
Did you give us one for defeating the fishman?
I don't really know if they were significant foes because they were going to flee as soon as one thing happened. I gave you one for saving an ally.
Excellent. So 3 total.
Yeah.
Red ones stopped by. Yeah.
Red did? All right. Hey, Red.
They were insignificant foes that did significant damage.
Well, the reason only because they fled as soon as one of them was hurt, pretty much. That was the plan. Okay. All right, I'll give you one more XP. Fuck it. I don't care.
Hey, look at
Hey, twist my arm. Twist my arm.
that. Right.
All right. Does anyone have anything to add? The plan is Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Central until 10 p.m. Central. We're stopping a little early because I hadn't planned on that, and I just like this location, and I accidentally shut the map for the players. All right. Anything else? I think we're gonna push on and play the music that I had made for this game. And don't forget, there is a contest. If you can figure out the lyrics, we'll send you a Tales of Argosa PDF. All right. So I'm going to hit this, and then we're going to peace out. All right. Last thing I got to say is bye. I don't care.
Doom metal. What is this?
Like the part that reminds me of Alice in Chains. Right there.
All right, that's the first time that Gabriel's heard that. You got any reactions?
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't know how to turn it off.
Second time Gabriel's heard that. You got any second?
We're
All right.
missing sessions.
So I was told that's shoegaze metal. Go ahead, Gabriel. You got any reactions?
I like it. It's kind of darker.
Well, it was written for this game, so
Oh, nice.
and performed.
Who did it?
The artist would rather remain unknown.
Oh, okay. So well, friends of yours.
Yes.
It would take a lot of research for watching the previous.
That is correct. Or listen, all of my music is by an unknown artist.
Very talented.
He's very talented. Jose, you got any comments about it since the second time you heard it?
I like it. I think it's kind of dark and somber.
Definitely the feel for this setting, to me, this game, for sure.
Yeah. It's very cool. Like I say, it's got shades of Alice in Chains in it.
All right. Robert, any comments?
About the music?
Yeah.
At first, it sounded a little black metal, but then as it went on, I don't know if that's the case. But
I don't know either because I don't know what black metal means.
Black metal is lo-fi, so that kind of fits. It's kind of lo-fi, and then he would have to screech more for it to be black metal, and then
Okay.
it had a lot of satanic stuff to it.
It gives me the Doom vibes.
Doom metal is what I would guess, but I don't really know.
That,
Yeah, but Doom's
the
usually
guitar on the background,
lower.
but then the lyrics, they kind of soothe the darkness of the music, I guess.
Until you figure out what the lyrics say, and then you'll be like, oh shit. It does say beyond the veil. The veil in this game is like where the aberrations lurk beyond the veil in the Tales of Argosa, the Midlands setting. So, all right. Well, that is awesome. I had a blast, and the plan is really to emphasize getting this game happening on Wednesdays, and I want to do something on Sunday nights. It's either going to be a return to the Libram Society with good old Arlen Walker, or running a game, which I had talked to some of the players here about, being into Zine number 1, Hobbs and Friends Zine number 1, Gamerhood Zine number 1, Excavation of the Tomb of Lornanain.
I think you may have frozen
Oh, dang.
the
No?
stream
Oh, it's not. Oh, on YouTube?
and
Or-
Twitch.
Oh, dang. Well, I guess we're done then.